What's up, guys? Disclosure Artist here, and today I'm going to discuss something with you that is of dear import to me personally, and definitely partakes in a great amount of what I've been going through for the better half of the last decade, and it pertains to what's going on in the world, as well as my personal life, and that is the situation with my partner. I've been with them for 11 years, and I'm just going to get right into it. They are the survivor of sexual abuse, child molestation, rape, incest. Um, um, they also suffer from a series of psychological hindrance, if you want to call them that. They've been diagnosed bipolar or manic depressive, schizoaffective disorder, chronically depressed, been prescribed every single drug known to man. They suffer from hallucinations, both visual and auditory. They suffer from paranoia, delusions, depression, mood swings, explosive bouts of anger, mania, which results in sexual promiscuity. They suffer from nightmares. Anyone's guess as to what's causing all of this, if it's just an accumulation of a lifetime of horrible events or something outside. I've mentioned to them, people against covert torture and surveillance, as well as NAMBY. They want nothing to do with these groups. It's very difficult to help somebody who doesn't want to be helped. They're suicidal. They've had several suicide attempts, several hospitalizations in the mental ward, the psych ward, as well as the regular hospital. Again, the medication never having worked always leads to self-medication and drug abuse. And I'm talking every drug you can think of, the worst stuff. So, not every drug you can think of, but heavy stuff. Whether it's reptilian, demonic, or archontic, or whether it's just psychological problems, and not possession, is anyone's guess. Last year they actually came out on Facebook and basically, after a lifetime of not being allowed to talk about what happened to them, because after it was her grandfather that would abuse her, and basically when she came out about it as a child, her family basically lied to her and forced her to sign a sealed indictment that said that she was lying and that her grandfather did not molest her, and that if she ever lies again, she'll go straight to jail for 20 years, and that her father will also go to jail. So this is what her family told her. So they basically had her on camera lie to cover up the family's dirty secret so they could keep their money and no one would go to jail. And this psychologically damaged her to the point where it led to a lifetime of self-abuse and horrible decisions. And basically, this past year, she came out on Facebook with it officially as an adult of all the things that happened to her, and how her aunt and father covered it up, and how her grandmother, how could they let this happen, and they didn't stop it, and it's not normal, and all kinds of other things. she feels like she was bought by her family as a plaything for her grandfather. So it's a really disturbing situation, and it's definitely not easy to um, share a life with somebody who has so many problems. But when you love somebody, you don't see the problems, because when it's good, it's so very good, but when it's bad, it's so very bad. And in light of recent events, things that are going on in the world, it seemed appropriate for me to share this personal attribute of my life with regard to my partner and the struggles that they face. And might I mention that her family is Amish,